First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown. Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions.
Ready, set 180.
Check, Mike, 39.
Great.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill.
Gun.
Kill.
Express.
Move. Off. Hey, check, Mike, 39.
Hey.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Newton going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Newton to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Hey, check, Mike.
On first down, Newton lets it go for Nelson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Tyson. Three down. Here, shift. Ram.
Watch the safety creep. Check 13. Check 13.
Ram.
SOS.
General West.
Check. Shift. Check.
Black. Here, shift. Gold.
Big Ed.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the kind.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 15. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 46 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, the 30, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Gun.
53 is the mic. I know he ain't got it.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Look at it. Gun.
53. 53. Mike, 53.
20.
Throwing on third down, Newton. It's caught, Nelson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 6 guys. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch
8.
He's crazy.
On second down, Elliott. And some room to work. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Giants. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Crash. Check the backer. Check 31. Check 3.
Hey, ram.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. These two teams all tied after one.
Set. 120. Two jet. Here,
On 1st down, here's Breida. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Breida.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Wentz. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Wentz now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Three down.
The second down carry for Urban. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now a play fake. Wentz. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Ready?
Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming. Slam. Pick the edge. Come.
Great.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Bunch formation. Come on, boys, come on.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz looking middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, Wentz. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Shift.
Let's go.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready.
Check. Watch 54. Go.
49. Check 49. Check 49. Gun.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come.
22, Jet, Bubba.
Here.
22.
On 2nd and a couple. Newton hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Vinatieri now for the point after. Good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
This 5-7.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey. High 7.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Let's go.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Joker.
Hey, kill.
Quad.
Hey, Echo. Here, shift.
I got it.
We're done.
On 1st down, Wentz. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Delta.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on a bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Again, it's Wentz. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Lead 5-3. Why? Get wide.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A 51-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, 4 Tokyo. Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run.
Great.
Check 4. Check.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. The ball comes out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick. Up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Undercrunch.
Now Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Great.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180. Hey, Rip 5-2, out here.
Watch left. Tight. Watch left. 3 down.
Here, shift.
Me.
Done.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Sunday.
To throw is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tight ends on Ringo. 3 down.
No.
Watch the edge. Watch twist. Hey, watch
Sunday.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight unable to find anyone open.
3 down.
What's this on?
Hey, check. 3 down.
81. Hey, Alpha. Here, shift. Kill.
Roy.
What's this on?
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch 54. Man out.
Now Newton. He completes it to Nelson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Blue down. Deuce.
20.
Now Newton. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
A first down carry by Elliott. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Giants. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, exit. Come on now. What's it done?
To throw, it's Wentz. And Diggs has it. 22 yards there, a first down.
We got this.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Lions.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Here, shift.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Wentz looking here for Smith downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you. Check 3.
They go to Elliott again. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
2nd down and goal. Wentz, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
That's what I'm talking about.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
6 yards.
Number 53, Mike 53.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He shakes him off. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on third down. They nearly got him. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Beckham, the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
46 down, man, 5-4.
Wentz now on first down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Hey, kill. Hey, four toe kill.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Grade 15. Grade 15. No.
Now Wentz. It's caught by OBJ. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 47-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch 81.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Go.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Wentz's pass
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Giants, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign, and they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.